Hello and welcome back to the Insurance Guru. My name is Ayanda Malele and thank you so much for returning. The return soldiers. And if you're a new soldier, thank you. Please click subscribe before we get started. So this video, I'm going to be covering a topic that I discussed in the previous video before this one. So in the previous video, we were discussing the representative. And the representative is someone that basically gives advice to a client and leads them to making a financial decision. And that is why FAIS was actually set up all those years ago to try and govern and make sure that these people that are selling insurance are doing the right thing. So that being said, there are competency requirements that are required by the FAIS legislation for a representative to meet. And these are simple. It's experience, it's a qualification, it's your RE examinations, as well as continuous professional development. These are the four that we worried about. Now I'm going to break down for you in detail. So let's look at experience. Experience depending on the sector, but focusing on short-term insurance, some of them are interlinked, but my specialty is short-term insurance, is that you need about 1 to 2 years of experience in that particular product in order for you to be deemed competent. So if you still don't have the experience, then you are not fully competent. We'll discuss what happens if you're not fully competent yet as well. So that is the experience portion of it. And the next competency requirement is that you have to have a relevant qualification. So the relevant qualification, what that means is broken up into two parts. The one competency requirement when it comes to qualification is everyone needs to have class of business. Class of business is now this new little course that basically wants to test everything you know about that particular product. So if you're working in the short-term insurance space, it's going to really focus on everything from contents to buildings, how you'd apply certain things, what your understanding is. So you attend the course, you then do the assessment, and the result, if it's a pass, you then have class of business and you qualify. Who does not have to worry about class of business? That's anyone that was appointed before the 1st of April 2018. Those people that were employed in the sector, were on the rep register, have the DOFA dates before that time, don't have to worry about class of business. Anyone else who's entered the sector needs to worry about class of business. So then that is class of business, the long and short of it. Then there's a relevant qualification, and now it differs from industry sector to sector. But there is a full list of the recognized qualifications that the FSCA considers valid and that meet the requirements. A very big common one is your NQF level 4 qualification, usually in short-term insurance or long-term insurance or retail, etc., where it's on the recognized list. You do it, and once you've got that, then you meet your full qualification, and your qualification requirements now are set. The third competency requirement is that of continuous professional development. What that means is whether you are attending seminars, you are reading certain articles that have got CPD points attached to them, then you are improving yourself, and that is recognized as CPD. With CPD, the institution or the company that you are now attending a seminar that has got CPD points needs to actually be registered in order to be able to clock those CPD points, that at the end of that year, the compliance officer from your office can say, where are the details, you're on that register, and they can prove that you spend so many hours doing continuous professional development. Another key component is your RE examination. So your RE exams are really important because they form an important leg in terms of your competency requirements. Now, your RE exams, there is your RE level 1 for the key individual, RE5, which is for the representative. So if you're a representative, you have to pass your RE5. What RE5 is, it's an exam that checks your legislative understanding, the phase, how things work, where you tie into the whole picture, where your organization ties into the whole picture. It basically wants to tell us that that representative understands the space that they're working in and what the legislative requirements are set out by phase. The difficulty about this, though, is you need to get over 65%, and this exam claps a lot of people It humbles a lot of people, but everyone can do it. If I could do it, so can you. So basically, those are the competency requirements, what needs to be met, when, how. If you don't meet any of the competency requirements, you will be required to work under supervision until a certain point. Now, under supervision means that most of your calls are going to have to be monitored. You're going to have to be watched by your supervisor up until you meet all those requirements in order for you to work freely as a representative. So how long does it take for me, or how long can I work under supervision for? Very murky waters there, very gray area, because a lot of insurers want to just drag it for as long as they can. The maximum period, the maximum allowed time for a person to work under supervision is 6 years. So what the requirement generally nowadays would be is that you need to get your class of business sorted, you need to get your RE exam sorted. Then once you've got those two, then they can take you on, put you under supervision. Now you need to work on your experience and you need to work on your CPD, but then you also need to work on the qualification. So other insurers will do it internally or in-house, where they will then train you internally and you can get your certificate in short-term insurance, or they'll pay for you to be trained by somebody else. And sometimes they will actually say it's dependent on you. Once your limit for working under supervision is done, then they don't want anything to do with you. But basically, that is what you can do to circumvent the whole competency requirement. What I also want to do is just give a shout out to FA News, Mashhead, Moonstone, as well as the FSCA website, because a lot of my Googling and more research and just making sure cross-referencing information was through these sites. I have put their links as well at the bottom of the page. Give them thumbs up. Also, go like their pages. They are very informative in terms of the insurance sector, with information that maybe I don't even cover, but that you'd like to read on. And I know that FA News actually sometimes has got CPD bearing articles, CPD bearing events that you can attend. So also have a look at them, check them out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this has clarified for you the competency requirement, and also then just given you a step ahead to say what needs to be done next. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will be coming back for more, and also please comment if you've got any further questions, more clarification. Please feel free to comment, and also like, subscribe, and see you next time.